Shalom, welcome back. First and foremost, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you Acumen's pushing his word in sincerity and in truth. Back with another article. This is from Newsweek because I found this article, and the topic that I want to just touch on is basically first they demonize you, right? Then they persecute you. So powers that be, the elite, all right, uh, the top guys of Esau Edom is in demonization mode, all right? And if you don't comply or do what they want you to do in the society, guess what? You're about to be persecuted. So strap in for that, all right? Everybody sees what's coming. Everybody knows what's happening. So this is where we're at, man. Especially if you believe in this word and basically believing in his word and trusting in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai puts us in direct opposition to the direction the society is going in. So, like I said, prepare mentally and strap in for what's coming. Now, this is out of Newsweek. It says anti-maskers are like Kabul suicide bombers. Obama Education Secretary Arnie Duncan says. So he's already making a comparison. If you're not for the so-called CDC recommendations, I put it like that. He likening you to what? A terrorist. You see? That is how it starts, and the division is just going to heat up more and more. So let's keep going. It says the man in charge of the education under the Barack Obama administration set social media on fire for blazing remark he made that equated suicide bombers at the Kabul airport to anti-maskers and those who oppose getting the zombie juice. You see? Arnie Duncan served in the Obama administration for 7 years after serving as the CEO of Chicago's school system prior to that. Duncan was on all A's on Sunday when his tweet had nothing to do with alphabets or algebra. It was anti-maskers and anti-zombie juice takers and Afghan terrorists against Americans. Here's Duncan's tweet. Have you noticed how strikingly similar both the mindsets and actions are between the suicide bombers at Kabul's airport and the anti-mask and anti-zombie juice people here? They both blow themselves up, inflict harm on those around them, and are convinced they are fighting for freedom. So this is nothing more than a hit piece, nothing more than propaganda and demonization if you don't agree with Esau Edom, man. So, like I said, get ready to suffer some things in the near future because now he's destroying a name, your name, or anybody's name that doesn't agree with him. He's comparing you to a terrorist. Like I said, first they demonize you, dehumanize you, to where people just say the hell with those type of people because they're not going along with society. And when you do that, the powers that be can treat you any type of way and no one will care. All right. Now, first and foremost, we believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and we already mentally prepared for that. But people that's outside of truth, that hey, they might not want to take this stuff. They finna get persecuted also. But we're getting persecuted for the right reasons. Keep that in mind also. But this is Proverbs 22:1. A good name is rather to be chosen than great riches, and loving favor rather than silver and gold. A good name. So this Arnie Duncan guy is basically putting it out there because I remember this guy when he was in Chicago and then he was with Obama. He's putting it out there, and then you're going to have mainstream media parrot this, that if you're not for the zombie juice, you know, you're a bad person, man. You're the bad guy. You're the next terrorist, which they're already setting up false flags are in the work. You're going to do something radical. Look at this person's views. He needs to be separated. He needs to get taken away. He needs to be thrown in the camp. So these are the discussions, all right, that's going to be pushed out in the ethers out here, man. You see? Let's go back to the scriptures. Let's get Lamentations 3. Let me grab this. Lamentations 3 and 45. It says, Thou hast made us as the offscouring and refuse in the midst of the people. All our enemies have opened their mouths against us. And in general, that's what happens when you push this gospel. You push this truth. You become an enemy to the world. All right? Because you're aligning yourself with Yahweh Shem Shai and the way he thinks and the way the gospel and the way the Bible teaches. You make it for yourself a prey, as the scriptures say. Now I want to go into that word offscouring. That's a heavy word, right? Now when you look it up in the dictionary, which I already got the tab open, this is offscouring. It says someone rejected by society. And that's what the elect, the hopeful elect, are going to be in these end days. Rejected by society. Now if you've been pushing this word for some time now, you already felt that. But for you newcomers, hey, get ready, like I said, for the persecution. Get ready to be rejected by your family. Get ready to be rejected by your job. People you know in the world, this, that, and the other. All right, prepare yourself mentally for that. But outcast, refuse, someone rejected by society. And that's a perfect definition for this, because that's where we're at. Let's go back to the article. It says, I just read that. It says Duncan's comments came shortly before President Joe Biden, the First Lady, and other White House officials were on hand for the return of 13 U.S. service members killed in a terrorist suicide blast last week at the Kabul airport in Afghanistan. Most comments on Duncan's tweet were rather unflattering, including this one. On the day that President Biden met the caskets containing the fallen soldiers who were victims of the suicide bombers. I can't imagine a more inappropriate tweet. There's no comparison between non-masking, non-zombie juice takers to terrorism. A shame. So they're showing the ones that came against them, but I didn't go into the actual. I probably should go into the actual account. I'm pretty sure a lot of people was for this guy, man. All right. Let me scroll down. Now I jumped into something else. But yeah, I'm gonna have to look up this guy's Arnie Duncan's account and see if how many likes, how many this, how many that, because I'm sure now it's unavailable. All right, hopefully I go back and find it, because I'm sure he had a lot of positive reinforcement with this thing, man. Yeah, because it's not even coming up now. I can't even get it. Yep. But yeah, I'm gonna check back in it, and if I get it, I'm gonna post it in post production. But let me stay in the scriptures, because you're gonna see more people pushing this narrative, regardless of these two people that came against him. This is a time of suffering, and this is a time of holding your feet to the fire. If you say you believe in this thing, because they're rolling full force with these passes, these zombie passes, and not being able to participate in society if you don't have it. Let's get 1 Corinthians 4 and 11. It says, even unto this present hour we both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling place, and labor, working with our own hands, being reviled we bless, being persecuted we suffer it. So this is a mindset that they suffered in those times, that we're going to suffer again in our suffering in these times, man. You see, brothers are in tight places, man, in needs and want, and don't always get a help from the people listening to the congregation. But guess what? They still labor and they still do the work. Verse 13, being defamed, we entreat. We are made as the filth of the world, and are the offscouring of all things unto this day. And we just went to that definition, being rejected from society. And that's going to be a big thing, okay? Because this thing is only going to intensify. They're not letting down. So don't be surprised, like I said, if this variant, another false flag, all to demonize the people, the undesirables, right? They're gonna that name they're gonna cast on us before they try to push us out of this society, which we don't want to be in this society, man. This place at the end of the day is going to be destroyed by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And we just want to be on the right hand of this, not cowering or bowing or bending the knee to these people to enjoy pleasure for a little moment, as the scriptures say. This is verse 14. I write not these things to shame you, but as my beloved sons, I warn you. Right? So this is nothing more than a warning. Right? Let's go to Philippians 1:29. It says, for unto you it is given in the behalf of the anointed, not only to believe on him, but also to suffer for his sake. So, hey, that's clear and that's straight to the point, man. A good part of this knowledge, this faith, is going to be to suffer for it. It's cool to claim this when nothing is going on, or you still in good standings, or you still have this, you still have your comfortabilities, and you're not going through anything. But when the rubber hits the road and Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai puts that spiritual fire on you to purge you of certain things he sees fit to purge you of, things that got to be taken out of you before you can achieve salvation. Are you still going to want to suffer? Are you still going to confess him? Right? These are the things you got to answer and ask yourself this question. Right? Ask yourself these questions, because persecution is coming. Just like the demonization. You're a suicide bomber now because you don't want that zombie juice. Right? And this is coming from a politician that was in a part of a cabinet. So, these people are puppets and they pushing a narrative. 2 Ezra 16:70, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. You see, this is not just words on the page. These things are actually going to happen, because once they take this thing, and I got to get another, I got to check the story I heard. It was a report that they're pushing that if you don't want to take the zombie juice, they're going to start freezing bank accounts. Now, I believe this was in either Canada or Australia, but I got to make sure. All right, I got to go back and make sure that was correct. But they want to freeze bank accounts, and they want to link, because they all want to go digital. They want to link this zombie pass to your bank account, and it's all going to tie into that mark spoken about in the book of Revelation. That's why they're pushing so hard for this thing. They're pushing exponentially hard because they got to make this prophecy take place. Because ultimately, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is controlling them on the left-hand side to make his prophecy come to pass. It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your God. And you got to really believe this. You got to stand on this. All right? Because you're going to look like a fool for walking away from that. You're going to look like a fool for walking away from this. Right? Homes, jobs, families, careers, your so-called apartment, your car, any of this shit, man, which is all counted as dung, right? To quote Paul, that I may, that I may win Yahweh Shai. So at the end of the day, these things will be lost if you truly believe in this gospel. All right? And I think that may be it. Yeah, I think that may be it. But yeah, man, that card is the card is where it's at. You see? Nah, they playing something else. But that's what it is. I don't see anything else really in here. I wanted to show the tweet, but Lord willing, I can see what else people were saying about it. All right, and with that, I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Shalom next time.